is in goal. Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson are the back four. The midfield three of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and McAllister, and a front three of Mohamed Salah, Ekitike and Florian Wirtz returns in that one change to the starting 11 after that win over Aston Villa. The players are doing the fair play handshake as all the Champions League merch is now removed from the pitch. The Kop are waving their banners. We can cross now to our commentary team at 5 Live. They are Stephen Warnock, Jonathan Woodgate and Ian Dennis.
Alexander-Arnold on his return to Anfield for the first time is amongst the substitutes. The former Bournemouth player Dean Howson partners Militao in the heart of their defence. Alvaro Carreras, who originally known as Alvaro Fernandez when he was at Manchester United, he is their left back. Camavinga, Tchouameni and Goulet is in the midfield. Bellingham will push further forward. Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe, who is in the hottest of form.
Yeah, he is, and he's such a dangerous player. And the way that Liverpool have played this season, he will probably find gaps in behind. It's how they nullify the balls into him, how they deal with that pace in behind. He's such a talented player, we all know that. This is the biggest occasion for him to showcase what he can do.
Stephen Warnock is to my right. To my left I've got Jonathan Woodgate, former Real Madrid player. Jonathan, the thing is about this is that you'd expect both sides to qualify, and as Stephen has already alluded to, as a result, there isn't any jeopardy on this result in the wider picture. Therefore, we could have an absolute classic if they go toe-to-toe.
I think we'd have a classic no matter what they were both going for. Then, to be honest with you, I think both teams are outstanding with outstanding professionals. And I agree with Stephen, this game's going to be an absolute barnstormer.
Well, this is the second of 7 games in Europe across the 5 Live Sport Network this week. We've got 8 Premier League games to look forward to at the weekend. We're also available tonight, 5 Live, final score on the iPlayer, the red button, the BBC Sport website and app. And we are live as well on BBC Radio Merseyside tonight as the two respective teams form their own huddles. Liverpool, it seems, are going to be attacking the Kop in the first half, therefore playing from left to right. And Jude Bellingham as well. We talk about Mbappe, Stephen. Jude Bellingham, let's not be said, is showing a return to form too. He's scored in his last 3 games.
Yeah, and the other thing, don't forget, he's been carrying an injury for the best part of 2 years now, that shoulder injury that he's had. He's now had the surgery to correct that, and that'll change him as a player. It'll give him more confidence, more upper body strength to hold off players. He's a fantastic player. I think we're all talking about potentially what's going to happen with the England setup. He'll be in it because he's such a good player.
Agreed. It is the 8th time that these two have met in the Champions League since the start of the 17-18 campaign. They have become familiar opposition in recent years. And let's see what unfolds in this next instalment here at Anfield, as Liverpool are awarded an early throw attacking the Kop end with Bradley. Back to Szoboszlai, who had an outstanding game against Aston Villa, as he will go all the way back on the halfway line to Mamardashvili. Arne Slot has already ruled out Alisson for the game against Manchester City at the weekend, so he might be back in contention, you would suspect, after the international break. There is a chance that Alexander Isak could be involved at the weekend as Salah comes forward on this right side, edge of the penalty area, passes the ball out wide. Robertson gets stuck underneath his feet, pushes the ball towards Wirtz. Robertson delivers the cross. Militao is there to head the ball away. Robertson with a downward header. Wirtz back towards McAllister, shapes to shoot, strikes his own player, rebounds to Robertson. He waits, to Wirtz rather, he waits. Robertson has stayed forward. Here is Robertson to Gravenberch. Liverpool very much on the front foot in these opening 60 seconds or so. Every outfield player is in the Real Madrid half. Szoboszlai, Bradley joins the attack, man over in Salah, they go through the middle, flick by Ekitike, look towards Wirtz. Well, they had Salah over.
Yeah, they had Salah, but the actual flick from Ekitike was really good. Wirtz just stopped his run. If he'd have continued it, he'd have been on the end of it. But that is a really positive start from Liverpool, making sure that they are rotating the ball left to right, making it difficult for Real Madrid. But Real Madrid, they won't panic. They know they've been in this situation before.
You can see as well it's going to be a huge problem for Madrid because Conor Bradley's just running past Vinicius and he's making a 2v1 against Carreras. Salah and Conor Bradley are really causing them problems down this right-hand side.
Well, at the minute, Conor Bradley must have given away 10 yards or so at least to Vinicius Junior, who's staying out wide on this left-hand side. Mbappe is up against Canate. Courtois will take the free kick for Real Madrid. He goes long. Robertson, cushion control, then runs towards Van Dijk, and he sweeps it downfield, and Ekitike is after it. Howson tries to hold him up, the former Bournemouth player, but Ekitike is helped out by Wirtz, who skips away from the challenge of Militao. Left corner of the area, 0-0 in these early stages. And Wirtz down towards the byline, crowded out by those white shirts. There's Camavinga to help too. And Real Madrid lose the ball. Ekitike now left-hand side of the penalty area, tries to wriggle his way through, and in fact is adjudged by our referee, who actually took charge of the Champions League final last season, is Romanian. Istvan Kovacs will give a free kick to Real Madrid, but an extremely positive start these 3 minutes in.
Yeah, Liverpool have been right on the front foot, putting Madrid under big pressure with direct balls and trying to get behind them.
Watford have taken the lead at Portman Road in the Championship. Ipswich Town, who've had back-to-back wins, have fallen behind. Ipswich 0, Watford 1. Here is Howson. Just puts his foot on the ball. Tchouameni is ahead of him. There's no pressure at this stage, but the Liverpool front three are poised, and then Howson knocks it square towards Carreras, the left back. Back it goes towards Howson, and his ball finds Valverde, who's pushed a little bit further back at right back. Good noise inside Anfield as well. And Liverpool keep the ball. No, they don't keep the ball in play. Wirtz, who was looking sharp, is adjudged that it had gone out. Stephen.
One of the things we waxed lyrical about last season with Liverpool was the front four and the way they pressed. They are set up as a front four to go and press. When the trigger's right, they're going in hard on Real Madrid. And Real Madrid at the moment, I know it's only 3 or 4 minutes in, they are finding it difficult just to find a way out.
You're listening to Stephen Warnock and Jonathan Woodgate alongside myself, Ian Dennis, for exclusive radio commentary here inside Anfield, live on 5 Live and Radio Merseyside. And Liverpool have made an encouraging start for Arne Slot, who watches on as he stands up in that technical area just in front of us. About 25 yards out from goal, it's a throw that Bradley will take. Infield to Gravenberch, tries to hook it towards Ekitike. Militao for Real Madrid. Valverde back towards Courtois, who has an excellent record during his career. He's only lost 2 games in 14 previous meetings against Liverpool. Howson, bit of hesitation, flags up on this near side.
Yeah, it was Gravenberch who was just coming back into play with the little header into Ekitike as they played it back through. But one thing you'd say is every time that Real Madrid have got the ball at the back, heads are down, Liverpool players in the faces, making it difficult. So the one thing that Real Madrid won't do is try to force little passes and create problems. They'll look to go long, then they'll stay in the shape, and they'll just feel Liverpool out.
There's been a goal, Paris Saint-Germain, Conor McNamara.
And it is a goal for Bayern Munich. Former Liverpool player Luis Diaz has given the Germans the lead after just 4 minutes. Poor defending initially from Paris Saint-Germain. They should have cleared it away. It fell to the Colombian. Paris Saint-Germain 0, Bayern Munich 1.
Real Madrid are attacking, edge of the area. Bellingham can't get past McAllister. Then they look for the long ball, Liverpool from defence towards Ekitike. Courtois comes out, stoops and heads it into the path of Howson. Before match day 4 in the league phase of the Champions League, you had 5 clubs with a 100% winning start. Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern, who are meeting, as we've just been hearing about, are 2 of them. Arsenal are another. We know already that they've beaten Slavia Prague in the first of our 4 Champions League commentaries that we're bringing you today and tomorrow after a 3-0 win against Slavia Prague in the Czech Republic. And Inter Milan are the others. Real Madrid will try and see if they can extend their winning start as Vinicius Junior bursts away on this near side, enters the area. Left-hand side, still going. Bradley, though, shields the ball away from him, dispossesses him, and then barges into Vinicius Junior. Good defending.
Really good defending. Got up against him, made himself difficult to beat, slowed him down, really slowed Vinicius down, stuck to his task, done really well on that occasion.
One thing I'm looking at is I'm just watching the press of Liverpool high up the pitch, and Szoboszlai is the person who is setting the press off. He's telling Ekitike, no, you're going too early. And when you go too early against Real Madrid, they just find a way out, and that's what you can't allow them to do.
Salah looked for the early ball to Ekitike, went behind him. Valverde was tucked in the right back inside the centre circle. He passed all the way back to Courtois. in front of the Kop, all in green, left-footed ball, swept away downfield. Bradley's got to get back with Vinicius Junior. He's tight towards him. Vinicius Junior falls to the floor. Conor Bradley is adjudged to have fouled Vinicius Junior, who now works up the away support, and the Romanian referee will give Bradley a talking to.
Yeah, he's got to be so careful, Conor Bradley. He wants to get tight to Vinicius Junior because he knows if he runs at him, he's got real potential just to drift either side of him. But what you don't want to do is pick up a booking 8 minutes into the game, because then Vinicius Junior will have a field day. He'll love that.
It is Arda Güler, the Turkish international, who's come across to take the free kick. A few yards in from the left touchline in front of the Anfield Road end, all in white, playing from right to left. The rain appears to have relented. The wind, though, is still strong. Edge of the area towards Vinicius Junior, chips it into the box, header out by Canate. Camavinga running away from the penalty area, almost sold. Carrera short as Szoboszlai hair towards him. Ball is passed out towards that right-hand side, and this is Mbappe, a little fancy flick towards Bellingham. Back out it goes towards that right touchline. Mbappe now has gone into a central area, but Liverpool have every red shirt back behind the ball. Güler chips it across towards Vinicius Junior. That was a confident take, as now Carreras, the left back, that white shirt rippling in the breeze. Liverpool, though, will now press on Güler. Howson across to Militao, the first opportunity for Real Madrid to have a sustained spell of passing here at Anfield. 8 minutes in, 0-0, as the ball from Valverde towards Bellingham. Bellingham now makes the run, tries to get in behind. It'll go out, though, for a throw.
Yeah, there's a lot of rotations in the Madrid team. You can see them. You've got Mbappe pulling off. You've got Güler dropping a bit deeper. You've got Tchouaméni sometimes playing higher, and it's important that Liverpool don't always follow them. They stay in the shape, and they're ready, like Stephen said, when the trigger comes, that's when they go.
Ipswich Town have equalised at home to Watford at Portman Road in the Championship. Chance at Tottenham, John Southall.
Tottenham on top, Tottenham nil, Copenhagen nil. Xavi Simons with a deflected shot from the edge of the area, wide of the left-hand post. Brennan Johnson got in a really good position on the right. First touch let him down. Tottenham nil, Copenhagen nil.
That game is live on Sports Extra if you wish to listen to Tottenham against Copenhagen, the Danish side who are yet to win in this league phase. Remember, the first 8 in this table will qualify automatically for the knockouts, 9 to 24, then go into the playoffs. If you finish 25 and below in the 36-team table, then you will be eliminated. You'd expect the English sides to at least qualify for the playoffs. Here is Salah, can't get past Carreras. Carreras to Howson. He's just shown a glimpse of the ball low towards Wirtz. He's taken full advantage. Wirtz finds the cut back to Szoboszlai. Tees up McAllister arriving inside the area. Couldn't keep his right-footed shot down. Into the Kop. Listen to the noise, Stephen.
Yeah, just a little bit of overconfidence from Howson. He wasn't comfortable on the ball, and Wirtz did well just to nick in front. But then it's about the composure. Pick the right pass, and Szoboszlai picks out McAllister. He's annoyed with himself. He slaps his thigh with disappointment because he knows that was a really good opportunity for Liverpool.
He's yet to score this season. He did score when these two sides met last November in the league phase, where Liverpool won by 2 goals to 0 with 2 second-half goals. And McAllister waiting to get his first of this season. 10 minutes played. Van Dijk turns back towards Mamardashvili. There was an ooh and an ah there from the crowd. That might have been a little bit closer than we would have looked or thought at this stage, as it drops towards Salah. Forward ball to Ekitike. Wirtz is with him if he can find him. He just couldn't get the ball out from underneath his feet. But Wirtz was almost alongside him to his left.
Yeah, it was just incredible touch by Salah, though, Dano, at the start of it. And if that ball had been a little bit longer, it'd have been maybe just for 1 goal.
Good game, isn't it?
It's superb, the tempo, the quality of the players on the ball under pressure as well. I mean, some of the players, they could take a ball in a phone box and take people on. This guy especially can, Vinicius Junior.
Didn't keep the ball in play as he teetered down the touchline on this near side, the left. And that will be a throw to Liverpool as Xabi Alonso, very casually addressed, will know all about European nights. You're well versed. People say it's a cliche. This place comes alive in European nights.
Yeah, they save it for the big games. I mean, it's not being disrespectful to the smaller teams within the Premier League, but these are special nights.
Searching diagonal ball. Ekitike makes that run over towards that left-hand side. Enters the penalty area. Szoboszlai just outside the D, lays it off towards McAllister, left corner of the area. Robertson back towards McAllister. Gravenberch, the red and white scarves being swirled around the heads of the Liverpool supporters all across Anfield. We've been playing for 12 minutes here on 5 Live on Radio Merseyside. It remains goalless. Konate joins the attack inside the centre circle. Back it goes to Bradley. The Liverpool captain Van Dijk, left of the centre circle now. Salah has stayed out wide this near side the right. They're playing from left to right as we look. Sporting are leading in Turin. Juventus, who incredibly are yet to win, only had 2 points so far, and Sporting have taken the lead there. Juventus 0, Sporting 1. And in the Championship, Derby County, with 3 straight wins, are leading Hull City by a goal to 0. Hull, who are unbeaten in 6, and Birmingham City have just taken the lead at home to Millwall by a goal to 0. Salah enters the penalty area, stopped by Howson, who clears the ball away. Now they look for the ball over the top. Liverpool.
Yeah, they want a free kick then. Salah's got beyond Carreras, and then he's pulling at his shirt. Then he tries to get beyond the next player. Liverpool fans and the Liverpool staff are desperate for that free kick to be given.
Alvaro Carreras is 22 years of age. He scored his first goal against Valencia at the weekend. He was signed in the summer from Benfica for £43 million. He originally left Manchester United to go to Benfica on loan, then it became a permanent deal, and he made 52 appearances last season. He never made an appearance at Old Trafford when he was known as Alvaro Fernandez. But Carreras has got to certainly be watchful tonight with Salah, who scored his 250th goal for Liverpool at the weekend. But you would think that Arne Slot will be encouraged by the start that Liverpool have made.
Yeah, without question, Liverpool have been right on the front foot. They've pressed really well. They look compact as a unit. The only thing that really concerns me is Conor Bradley against Vinicius, because he's getting no help from Salah. Likewise on the other side, Vinicius Junior isn't helping his fullback out when Salah's 1v1.
And we've hardly mentioned the name of Mbappe, Stephen.
No, he's been really quiet, hasn't he? Here comes Ekitike just trying to latch onto a misplaced pass.
Back pass to Courtois, who gets it away, clears left-footed. Bradley heads it before Vinicius Junior can get there. Bellingham steps forward, gives it back towards Bradley. Gets away from Mbappe. And then it's with Van Dijk, who can now run forward over the halfway line through the centre circle. Robertson is out to his left. Instead he goes short and inside the other way towards Szoboszlai. Gravenberch just shuffles it short towards Bradley. Down then towards Mo Salah. And now Szoboszlai will take over in the centre circle. Nearly quarter of an hour played. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. Szoboszlai spotted the forward run of Robertson. Flag stays down for the time being. Robertson back towards Szoboszlai. Bellingham is tracking him. The Hungarian international will play it back towards Andy Robertson. Back it goes down that far side. And now across towards Van Dijk. Controlled possession from Liverpool. As the ball is switched now to this near side, and it just goes away off the left boot of Salah and out for a Real Madrid throw.
Yeah, the passing's so much crisper from Liverpool. It was against Aston Villa on Saturday night, and that's been one of the big differences, is the speed in which they're moving the ball, the options that they have every time they pick the ball up. They understand where players are, what the system is. It's been impressive so far.
Carreras collects a ball and his switch of play from right to left. He now will make the run on the overlap of Vinicius Junior, who instead passes the ball forward to Mbappe. Mbappe drifts towards the left corner of the area. Vinicius Junior now has the ball at his feet. Back towards Mbappe, edge of the area. Bellingham, 30 yards out from goal, flicks it back. Tchouaméni, Carreras, Vinicius Junior comes in off that left touch line. Bradley back pedals, now approaches Vinicius Junior. Carreras will pass the ball towards Goulet. This is Tchouaméni, gets the ball back. Goulet, Turkish international, along the ground. Back out towards the left once again for Vinicius Junior. Still 0-0. Crosses the ball with the outside of the right foot. Blocked. Comes back towards Vinicius Junior, the Brazilian international. Now it's with Bellingham. Bellingham invites Militao. Thought he was going to shoot, then he still might shoot. Left-footed, did so. Blocked. Rebound. Tchouaméni, his header forward. Intercepted. Ball fed up towards Ekitike. And Bertz has continued his run. Ekitike holds it up. Ekitike will shoot. Block comes in from Howson. Loose ball. McAllister challenged by Camavinga. Frenetic pace as Bellingham shrugs off the challenge of Szoboszlai. The referee has played the advantage. Now towards Mbappe. Forward ball towards Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior Mbappe with a right-footed effort, leans back, couldn't keep it down, goal kick, Jonathan Woodgate.
That's when Real Madrid are really good, when there's big spaces left to travel into. They've got the pace of Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, and when Bellingham starts driving with the ball, they look really dangerous. Mbappe just didn't get his foot around the ball. He was aiming for the top corner.
Great pace to the game.
It's superb, it really is. I mean, Ekitike, I thought when he drove through the middle, thought he chose the wrong option. The ball was to either Mohamed Salah or to Florian Wirtz. He's just making a little bit of a change here on a slot. I'm just wondering whether he's getting Ekitike to play on Housen and Carreras in this right-hand side, the left of Real Madrid, just to give them a few more issues and play Szoboszlai a little bit higher up alongside, and Wirtz is just drifting inside off that left and almost becoming the second striker.
Olympiacos, who are yet to win in the league phase, are leading PSV by 1-0 in Piraeus. That'll be take them to 4 points. They've only had 1 point so far. There's been another goal at Oxford. Emily Herbert.
Yeah, Stoke double their lead. Oxford 0, Stoke 2. It's a corner kick, swung in, and there was Nzonzi, a rocket into the roof of the net, inside the 6-yard box. Oxford 0, Stoke 2.
No longer goalless at Tottenham. John Southall.
Tottenham have the lead. Tottenham 1, Copenhagen 0. Brennan Johnson back in the side on the right-hand side. The keeper came out, misjudged it. Johnson skipped round him and tucked it in. Tottenham 1, Copenhagen 0.
That's live on Sports Extra. 0-0 here at Anfield. Bradley heads it forward to Salah again, an outrageous touch, but Bellingham runs back and takes it off his toes to dispossess him. 18 minutes played. Here is Bellingham, left of the centre circle, across towards Camavinga. Camavinga will play it back towards Bellingham. Just popped up a little bit there from Bellingham, but Camavinga has run it out towards Valverde. Drops the shoulder as Bellingham gives himself a bit of space as a result over on that right-hand side, just inside the Liverpool half. And now it is with Housen, the central defender, who they signed from Bournemouth for €62.5 million and a 5-year deal after that one season that he had on the South Coast. 36 appearances and 3 goals during his time for Bournemouth, and there were a lot of suitors after him as well. He's still only 20 years of age, as here he is now coming forward for Real Madrid. Out towards Vinicius Junior. Carreras has gone on the run ahead of him on this near side, the left. Ball goes in field. Mbappe back towards Housen. Carreras once again. What is interesting is that there is no focal point to put any pressure on the 2 central defenders from Real Madrid, is there?
No, it's the way Bellingham and Mbappe play. They play so deep, and then it's a difficult one, though, and Woody can probably tell you more about how difficult it is for centre-backs when you're not actually marking anyone as well. And do we go in, do we stay, do we just let the midfield deal with that situation? It's a real sort of game of cat and mouse.
Yeah, they're really looking to overload that midfield area. You can see when they're dropping deep, but that's when it comes out in the communication of the centre-backs and the centre midfielders. Talking right shoulder, left shoulder, they've got to know where they are every single time.
But what do you do, though, with Mbappe? You talk about communication. Do you keep your shape?
Yeah, you have to keep your shape, because then you get dragged out, and then once the centre-half gets dragged out of that position, someone's going to run in behind.
Jonathan Woodgate and Stephen Warnock, 20 minutes in, with us live on BBC Radio 5 Live. As 20 minutes pass, once again, Anfield rises to its feet to acknowledge Diogo Jota. As Housen comes forward, his name reverberates around this famous stadium, and rather poignantly as well, the Real Madrid supporters are joining in the chant for Diogo Jota. It is always so emotional.
It's very emotional, it is, and it's a lovely gesture. Spoke about it in the past, saying that it's just the lull after it that sometimes comes, where you can almost sense that the players are hearing that song, and it's the player that they've lost, almost like a family member to them.
I have to say, that's a touch of class from the Real Madrid travelling support.
2 historic, real classy clubs.
In fact, it's noticeable that there's Liverpool supporters here in the main stand who are turning to acknowledge and applaud the Real Madrid fans away to their left in the Anfield Road end. 0-0. And Real Madrid have been awarded a free kick, which is 10 yards forward of the centre circle. Spurs, remember, lead Copenhagen by 1-0. Goulet, diminutive, dark-haired Turkish international stands over the free kick. Liverpool, with the exception of Salah, have got everybody in and around their penalty area. Goulet goes long, looks towards Howson, over his head, safely out for a goal kick.
Strange decision. Why are you going for Howson when it's Van Dijk marking him? Liverpool's strongest header of the ball, and you're trying to put it into an area where you're asking him to compete with Van Dijk. It was such a difficult free kick to execute.
Just feels as if the pace of the game for the first time, what are we, 22 minutes in, has just dropped.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but that's understandable with the pace that the game has been travelling at. But one thing you will say is that with the talent on show in this game, it'll get injected any second.
Here is Bradley, and the injection comes from the Northern international, who's brought to the ground by Vinicius Junior. And Vinicius Junior is going to get a yellow card. First booking of the night, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's lazy from Vinicius Junior. Doesn't really want to track Conor Bradley. When Conor Bradley gallops forward, he's difficult to catch, and Vinicius Junior has to just bring him down. It was good hold-up play by Salah originally, who brought Conor Bradley into play. And Vinicius just brought him down.
I love it when wingers moan about the challenges they've just made and why they've been booked. Yet if it was the other way round, they're the first ones to moan and saying, why are you not booking him? I mean, it's a clear yellow card.
There speaks a fullback.
Absolutely.
Szoboszlai carefully places this ball down.
I didn't run past many, though.
I don't believe that. Szoboszlai waits for this free kick. We are just over 25 yards out, and there is a line of white shirts on the edge of the penalty area for Real Madrid. Courtois is poised. Szoboszlai lifts his left arm aloft. Right foot comes in now. Konate with a header back comes up the right foot of Valverde. Konate should keep that ball in play, but he's quite happy to let it run out of play for a throw to Liverpool on that far side, the left. 24 minutes played. Liverpool try to keep the momentum going from the throw. Gravenberch towards Van Dijk. Van Dijk will wait. Real Madrid have got everybody back behind the ball. Out towards that left-hand side to Gravenberch. Van Dijk now on the halfway line. Hits it forward, looking to try and get Salah around the back of Carreras. Will he keep the ball in play? No, he won't. Another goal. Paris Saint-Germain Bayern. Conor McNamara.
Yes, Paris Saint-Germain, who thought they were back on level terms. However, Ousmane Dembele's equaliser has been disallowed after VAR review because he was offside. So Bayern Munich will still hold their goal advantage scored by Luis Diaz after just 3 minutes and 22 seconds. PSG 0, Bayern Munich 1.
Remember, Arsenal earlier beat Slavia Prague in our first commentary by 3 goals to 0. 8 successive clean sheets now for Mikel Arteta's side. So they've got 4 wins out of 4, 12 points. Napoli 0, Eintracht Frankfurt 0 was the other result in the early game. And Liverpool, who started this latest set of fixtures just outside the top 8 in 10th position, drawing 0-0 against Real Madrid, one of those 5 sides with a winning start to this league phase. Camavinga, dispossessed. Verts into the penalty area. Valverde, though, gets there.
It's been blocked. McAllister blocked off by the referee, went to close down, and then the pressing just breaks down.
Arne Slot has a word with the 4th official. Mbappe to Vinicius Junior, left-hand side. Vinicius Junior. He's got to get past 2 red shirts. Carreras joins the attack. Bradley made the challenge. And the ball given away by Szoboszlai to Tchouaméni. Mbappe with his back to goal. Now Vinicius Junior once again. Vinicius Junior waits, doesn't deliver the cross. Carreras, 26 minutes in. Liverpool have got everybody back now defending. It remains 0-0 here on 5 Live. Goulet is happy to let the ball bypass him. Howson towards Militao. Valverde is his option, the right back. Howson now drops back inside the centre circle. Szoboszlai stops to get some verbal instructions across towards Verts as the ball went towards him. Now it is with Goulet, a walking pace for Real Madrid. Tchouaméni, Militao, Mbappe just wanders in between the 2 central defenders as the shot comes in from Tchouaméni, and it goes wide and a goal kick.
That's what they're looking for, Madrid. Especially when Liverpool are defending deep, they're looking for little gaps, to pull players out of the positions. Someone comes in, then someone runs in behind, and that's when they get the opportunities from.
Goal at Coventry, Sani Rudavantula.
Coventry 0, Sheffield United 1. Sam McCullum against his old side, flick on from a corner, and there he was to stab home. Coventry 0, Sheffield United 1.
Liverpool breaking. Burks picks up a loose ball, right-hand side. Szoboszlai's in the penalty area. Here's Szoboszlai. What a save by Courtois. Courtois quickly off his goal line with a block save. He was lightning off that goal line. 0-0.
Oh, what a save from Courtois. Absolutely incredible. You're just thinking it's a simple tap-in for Szoboszlai. He's now looking at the sky, Szoboszlai, saying, how? But why it's happened is because Courtois is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. It's moments where he just comes up with crucial saves. He's so key to this Real Madrid team, and he has been for many years. The weight on the pass from Florian Wirtz was absolutely spot on, but Courtois so quick off his line to close that angle down. Incredible save.
And he spread himself, didn't he? Made himself so big.
Yeah, he did, and it was a strong right hand just to push the ball away.
Liverpool have a free kick. We'll get the thoughts of Jonathan Woodgate on that save from Courtois. Meanwhile, in comes the free kick from the left. It's a looping header from Van Dijk. You're thinking it's a certain goal.
Yeah, you do, but you don't realise how many times he's pulled them out of that situation when he's made incredible saves. It was the same in the Real Madrid-Barcelona game the other day. He makes massive saves in massive moments of the game. That was a huge save, one of the best you'll see.
Well, when he left Chelsea for Real Madrid in 2018, since then, he's kept 120 clean sheets in 302 appearances. Although he's testing the patience of the Liverpool supporters by the time he's taking this goal kick that he strikes away downfield. We're approaching the half-hour mark here at Anfield on 5 Live, and it remains 0-0. And Liverpool have a throw. Thing is, as well, the game has been a quality game, and yet chances have been few and far between. I'm thinking of the Mbappe effort that was off target, and then that save then. And yet, you still can't take your eye off it.
No, you can't, because you just know the quality, but there's quality at both ends of the pitch, both attacking and defensive.
Ekitike goes forward, he barges Militao with a feral shoulder barge. Courtois again with anticipation was out of his penalty area and managed to head it away. Here is Ekitike towards Salah. Salah flicks it back. Szoboszlai shot chance down. They're appealing for handball. The referee though has given a direct free kick. He spotted the handball, but it's a direct free kick outside the area.
Yeah, Liverpool fans think it's a penalty, but it's absolutely not. It was outside the area. But one thing I'll say, Deno, is the way that Real Madrid play, Howson goes in so far into midfield that it leaves Ekitike in a 1v1 situation. If Liverpool can pop it round the corner very, very quickly, Ekitike's in a 1v1 situation all the time.
I think it was Camavinga, wasn't it, who just tried to throw himself towards it.
This will be VAR, you know, it's in the area. That's a penalty.
Tchouaméni.
It's a penalty.
Yeah.
Tchouaméni.
It looks like it's in the area.
What is it? What can he do in that situation?
I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand what he can do with his arms in that situation. It's difficult to put behind your back when your body's taking your arms one way. It's like I don't get the decision if it ends up being a penalty.
The thing is, though, if this is now judged that he is in the area, the referee has already given the free kick. So there's no question about whether it's handball or not in the referee's eyes. It's as whether Tchouaméni, when it is inside the area.
Yeah, I mean, he can overrule it, can't he? He can look at it again and maybe decide that maybe I've got that wrong. But the way that they referee in the Champions League and the way that they like to do things, I think this will be given.
Birmingham City have got a second goal at home to Millwall. So we wait. It's actually a Romanian referee, but a German VAR official, Bastian Dankert, who'll be having a look at it. And so Istvan Kovac is now just got his hand to his right ear.
I don't know what he's supposed to do with his arms in that situation. Common sense has to prevail, surely.
The thing is, as Stephen has said, in UEFA they are so hot on instances like that. I remember he's going to come across towards the monitor here. Istvan Kovac has been told to have a look at the monitor. And we always tend to know what that means when a referee has been instructed. As the Liverpool substitutes have been warming up, also want to have a look as well at the images that Istvan Kovacs is looking at. The Real Madrid players are also wanting to have a look, and now the fourth official, who is Marcel Bursan, is telling them to go away. If that was awarded against you, would you feel hard done by?
Yeah, absolutely I would, because you're trying to throw your body into it. The arms aren't necessarily too far out. I don't think it's a penalty personally, but I think the referee will give it.
You're also thinking close proximity, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Let's see what he's decided to do. No penalty.
Oh.
No penalty.
Good decision.
Right call for me. Right call.
Istvan Kovacs, after being instructed by Bastian Dankert, says that it is not a penalty, and therefore now he will give a drop ball to Real Madrid. You believe it's the right decision too?
Yeah, I believe it's the right decision. I'm not sure what he can do with his arms in that situation, Deno. Playing as a defender, it's really difficult to get your arms out of the way in that situation.
I've got to say, I would think that would have been very, very harsh.
Oh, it would have been so harsh. What you can't do as a defender is that you can't put your arm out and make yourself bigger. He doesn't try and make himself any bigger at all.
Van Dijk gets it away. So it remains 0-0 and we're back underway. 12 minutes to go to half-time. Radio Merseyside taking in the commentary here on 5 Live Sport tonight. We're also live on the BBC Sounds app. And it is 0-0 between Liverpool and Real Madrid. Incidentally, Arne Slot is yet to take charge of Liverpool in a game that has ended goalless in his 72 matches as the Liverpool manager. Everyone talks about Postecoglou, whose run that went over 100 games without a goalless draw. Arne Slot, slowly but surely, is approaching a century of games too. Penalty at Leicester, Charlie Slater.
Jordan Ayew stood over the ball for Leicester City after Hayden Hackney was judged to have handled it. Here comes Ayew, it's a goal. Leicester 1, Middlesbrough 0, right at the end of the first half.
Leicester, who've lost their last 3 on the spin. Bristol City have fallen behind to Blackburn Rovers by a goal to 0. Blackburn looking for a 3rd straight win. And Juventus have equalised at home to Sporting in the Champions League. Juventus 1, Sporting 1.
I like this referee, Deno. He's just walked over to Guerreras in the left-back position, who's moaning, saying that Liverpool players should be getting booked. And he said, I'll referee this game. You just play your game. He's quite a presence as well, the referee.
Well, he's lucky that Guerreras didn't get a yellow card for being so bold to do that.
Absolutely.
To the referee. Gary Flintoff, our producer, has posed a question. Do you think that penalty would have been overturned in the Bernabeu? Here is McAllister, who wins the ball. Now it's with Gravenberch. Gravenberch waits for the run of Bradley. Bradley with the cross and an outstretched leg by Tchouaméni. Headed away by Carreras. Further headed away by Tchouaméni. Only as far as McAllister. Back heels the ball to Szoboszlai. Robertson joins the attack left-hand side. Back towards Szoboszlai. All in red, playing from left to right. 10 minutes to go to the break. Here is McAllister once again. Every white shirt bar Mbappe's behind the ball. Tight, intricate passing between Wirtz and Ekitike. And Ekitike almost into the penalty area. But there was Militao. I could ask a secondary question. Would it have been awarded in the Bernabeu?
I think if it was this referee, I don't think he'd have given it. I think he's strong enough. I think he's a really good referee.
You played there?
Yeah, no, I'll second that. To be fair, I got sent off there, didn't I, my debut, so what an absolute nightmare that was. I could have done with that referee. I didn't get it overturned, Deno.
The referee wouldn't have helped you with the own goal, though, would he?
No.
Here is Salah. I wasn't going to mention that until you did. Here is Salah coming forward now. Tries to pass the ball towards Wirtz, but there was Valverde tucked in and gets the clearance. Bradley, Liverpool have picked it back up. 9 minutes to go to half-time, 0-0. Here is Bradley. Szoboszlai on the inside. Szoboszlai shoots low. Courtois makes the save low to his right.
They're just full of energy, Liverpool. They're on the front foot. They're winning balls, but every time they go forward, there's passes, there's runners, there's movement from the Liverpool players. This is completely different to what we've seen in recent weeks from this Liverpool team. But that epitomises everything. The press from the front has been exceptional from Liverpool.
And Arne Slot, he praised the crowd for their reaction and the way that they generated the atmosphere against Aston Villa at the weekend. The Liverpool players, you've played here, you can't help but feed off this energy.
No, you can't, and it's infectious. It's exactly what you want. Every home crowd's the same. The Bernabeu will be the same for the Real Madrid players. It's creating a difficult and a hostile environment to play in.
As an away team coming here, as an away player coming here, it's an absolute nightmare, especially when a goal goes in. I was played here for Middlesbrough against Liverpool, and Gerrard put one in, top corner. Atmosphere was unbelievable.
Ekitike able to turn, and then just couldn't find the pass to either Gravenberch to his left or Wirtz to his right. And it's picked up by Courtois.
The one pass away, Liverpool, and it sounds really daft, but if they get that one last pass through, they're in a goal very comfortably because of the way that the two centre-halves play. Tchouameni drops into that centre-back position. Because he's not a centre-back, he ball watches, he doesn't see runners around him, so there's a real opportunity for Liverpool if they pick it up, which they have, because they're trying to find that route in. They'll cause Real Madrid so many problems.
Ball goes, no. I thought it was going to go play.
No.
Goulet is dispossessed. Robertson. Goulet's into the penalty area. Goulet. Robertson tries to recover. The referee says he got the ball. He had a great view of that as well. Real Madrid were looking for a penalty. What a well-timed challenge that was from Andrew Robertson. And Liverpool will try and bring the ball clear as we go to Paris Saint-Germain. Bayern, Conor McNamara.
And it's now Paris Saint-Germain 0, Bayern Munich 2. Luis Diaz has scored again. Marquinhos' error this time, completely switched off. Could have been even better for Bayern. Serge Gnabry hit both posts with one shot, and Dembele has gone off injured. So the reigning champions are feeling the pinch. Paris Saint-Germain 0, Bayern Munich 2.
Have either of you had a chance to look at that challenge from Robertson?
Yeah, really good tackle. Timing was perfect. Just didn't dive in, just wait for the ball to come available. Lovely tackle by Robertson.
Mbappe is being held by Konate. Half-time at Oxford, Emily Herbert.
Oxford 0, Stoke 2. Stoke in cruise control at the break. Baker tapped in a rebound inside 10 minutes before, and Nzonzi rifled one into the roof of the net from a corner. Stoke up to second for now, a point off Coventry. Half-time, Oxford 0, Stoke 2.
And that's because of this scoreline at Leicester. Charlie.
Leicester 1, Borough 0 from a nothing first half. Leicester score a penalty in stoppage time. Hackney handled the ball very close to being outside the box. Borough furious. Leicester didn't care. RU slotted home 1-0 at the break.
Mbappe calls for Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior to his left enters the area. Vinicius Junior stumbles, then throws himself to the floor. Now hold on. Vinicius Junior's been booked. If you're diving, you can understand the frustration of the Liverpool players.
That's embarrassing.
Because
that is absolutely horrendous what he's just done. I mean, how he's not booking him. I take back what I said about the ref. Be strong, because that is shocking what's just happened there.
Yeah, but there's catching someone in the face and catching him in the face. That's just like a little brush. There's no need to go down. It's ridiculous by Vinicius Junior.
Well, here is Vinicius Junior once again. Pantomime villain being booed. Konate comes across towards him, stands over the cross. Van Dijk stands firm to head the ball away. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. Ball goes away from Florian Wirtz away on that far side. Atletico Madrid lead Union Saint-Gilloise by a goal to 0. Elsewhere in the Champions League, who's just had the big chance at Tottenham, John Southall.
Tottenham have, they should be 2 up. Tottenham 1, Copenhagen 0. Kolo Muani, what a chance it was. 7 yards out, somehow put it wide of the left-hand post. He still looks for his first Tottenham goal. Tottenham 1, Copenhagen 0.
4 minutes to go to the break. 5 live here at Anfield. Stephen.
Yeah, they've mixed the game up really well, Liverpool here. When Real Madrid are looking to press, they're spinning the ball in behind, and because of Ekitike's pace, they have got an outlet, and Real Madrid are really struggling with it, but this is a great ball.
Two runners go through the middle, Goulet and Mbappe. And as he tried to almost cushion the ball into the path of Mbappe, he was looking for a handball.
Why is he doing that? Why is he trying to pass? Just take the touch and take a shot at goal. He was in on goal at Liverpool there. Konate had lost the flight of the ball.
He was the more central of the two players as well, because Mbappe was running through the inside right channel.
He just ran off the back of Gravenberch. He lost him where he was. He thought Konate was going to go with him. All he had to do was take a touch, and he could have finished it quite easily.
This is Wirtz, who is down at the moment. He's back to his feet. Gets a consoling rub on the back of the head by Jude Bellingham. Tomorrow we'll be commentating on Job rather than Jude for Manchester City against Dortmund at 8, after we brought you another Champions League game. Karabakh against Chelsea at 5:45, so another double bill of Champions League football tomorrow. But when I said this is the second of 7 games in Europe across the 5 Live Sport network, with Tottenham on Live Sports Extra, it will be 8 games. So 8 games in Europe and then 8 in the Premier League this weekend. 3 minutes to go to the break. Often said that maths was never my strong point. Here is Robertson to Bradley. Szoboszlai gives it back to the Northern Ireland international in the centre circle, and then Liverpool go back all the way to Mamardashvili. I don't think he's had to make a save yet, has he, Mamardashvili?
No, he hasn't. No, he's been a bit of a spectator. Oh, what a touch that is.
Ekitike with a downward header to Szoboszlai. Gets it back. Szoboszlai shoots! What a save by Courtois! Oh my word! Full stretch away to his right, and such a strong right hand.
Oh, he's kept them in the game again. Szoboszlai, what a strike, going in the far right corner. Courtois, long, rangy right arm, comes to the rescue again in Real Madrid.
Szoboszlai, he'll have nightmares about Courtois tonight. That's twice he's denied it. That was a rocket as well. That was travelling.
Yeah, and it's behind 2 players as well, so he's unsighted. He's just looking for the flight of the ball, but the position. He's 4 or 5 yards off his line. It just makes the goal a little bit smaller, makes it easier to make the save, but take nothing away from the save. It's phenomenal, the agility, the strength that they are to push it round the corner.
Liverpool still at 0-0 against Real Madrid. Have a corner kick far side the left, in towards the near post. I think it was Militao who got the ball away in a crowded penalty area. Gravenberch towards Bradley, hoists it high. The rain might have stopped, but it remains still breezy. Militao's header towards Mbappe. Gravenberch was back there to help out. Van Dijk challenges Bellingham. Bellingham goes to the ground. Real Madrid want to take a quick free kick. Howson, though, will leave it for Tchouameni to take it. And we've got just over 60 seconds remaining.
Tell you, when Liverpool get in the shape, they look really, really comfortable. Madrid are really struggling to play through them. That's why at times Liverpool really need to concentrate on them counter-attacks when they come, because they'll come quick. And that's what they need to be prepared for.
2 sides who are yet to win in this league phase of the Champions League are meeting each other in the inside the Arctic Circle. Bodo Glimt 0, Monaco 1 is a latest score. As Real Madrid with a diagonal searching ball to Vinicius Junior. Finds Bellingham in space. Bellingham goes away from Konate. Saved by Mamardashvili with his legs at his near post. Loose ball picked up by Vinicius Junior on the left. Bradley again stands in front of him. Vinicius Junior passes the ball towards Goulet. Hits it first time, left-footed on the rise. Saved around head height by Mamardashvili.
Yeah, there's the moments of brilliance from Real Madrid. Finding players in space. Bellingham now is wondering how he didn't score, but Mamardashvili with a smart save with his feet. Probably just didn't send the ball wide enough into the far corner. He went near post, and it was probably a little bit too easy for Mamardashvili to save, but really positive play from Real Madrid.
We're going to find out how much added on time we've got here in this first half, as the 4th official just battles away with his electronic board. It's going to be 2 minutes, 2 additional minutes of what has been a captivating contest here on BBC Radio 5 Live and also live on Radio Merseyside. Bellingham trots forward. Vinicius Junior, Carreras, the left back, has gone up with him. Instead, they go infield. Tchouameni look towards finding Mbappe. Mbappe, incidentally, only twice has he failed to score in 17 games this season for club and country. He scored 21 goals for Real Madrid and for France this season. But there'll be many people inside this record crowd for a European game at Anfield who'll be not wanting this action to end, Jonathan.
No, it's been really good. It's been pulsating at times. I think the shapes of both teams.
Howson has just threw himself in. Wouldn't we say, oh, it's a yellow. He has clattered Ekitike.
Probably have a look at that again, you know.
There was a forceful challenge, wasn't it, from the former Bournemouth man? Dean Howson has actually been sent off twice already in his Real Madrid career.
There's nothing too much wrong with it. Yes, it's a yellow card. It's probably quite forceful, but It's not high, it's on the foot of Ekitike. It'll be sore for Ekitike, but now you've got a centre-back on a booking, and it's one that wants to step into midfield. Draw the fouls in, make sure you get him another yellow card.
Second player to be booked for Real Madrid. From the free kick, Wirtz. Infield to McAllister. McAllister shoots, Courtois makes the save again. Came through a crowd of bodies. Robertson now fires over the cross, Howson is there. But Courtois was low down, sharply and smartly to his right-hand side. McAllister to Gravenberch. With his back to goal, and the referee blows his half-time whistle. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. Courtois has made 3 excellent saves, and Bellingham was denied by Mamadashvili. Your thoughts, Stephen?
Yeah, well, a couple of weeks ago against Juventus at the Bernabeu, he was the standout player, Courtois, and Real Madrid went on to win that game with a moment of quality in the game. And you just get that feeling now that he's kept them in it. They're dangerous players from Real Madrid's point of view, but this is a different team to Juventus. This is Liverpool on the front foot, creating opportunities. They look comfortable out of possession, Liverpool. They look organised, which they haven't been of late. But this has been just a brilliant encounter.